I have been an investor in this space for the last 4 years, and we haven't seen anything like this, either listing or IPO in crypto, but frankly, in tech, period. This is one of the largest listings. And the important thing to remember is that the crypto story doesn't end with Coinbase going public. This is very much a stake in the ground for crypto companies being built now. So even more important than a $100 billion market cap is the next 100 million users. And at our firm at Volt Capital, we're focused on founders that are building for that next 100 million users. I mean, there are companies in crypto that are even larger and doing higher revenues that haven't even filed to go public yet.
So one of the risk factors around this listing is actually the competition that you're talking about and potentially investing in. The fact that there are a number of other companies doing what Coinbase is doing. And in fact, that could ultimately pressure the margins and those fees, those juicy fees that they're getting out of crypto trading. Do you see that happening like it did with stock trading?
Right. So we definitely have seen a target of 96% of revenues coming in from retail trading for Coinbase. But the fact of the matter is the stars really aligned for this direct listing. I mean, Coinbase could not have timed it better. Just taking a look at the macro view, Bitcoin's hit an all-time high today, and gold products have seen tens of billions in outflow, while crypto's seeing inflows at an all-time high. And all this, of course, has been reflected in Coinbase's numbers. I mean, to start, there's $90 billion in assets on the platform. Coinbase reported over 56 million users and over 1.8 billion in quarterly revenues just in Q1. And so to put this in perspective, this means that Coinbase is on track to do more in net income and revenues than any US exchange, including NASDAQ or CME.
When you look backwards, Soona, over the last 3 years, let's say, I mean, obviously Coinbase hasn't been listed yet, but were it to have been, would you have made more money by investing in the platform over the last 3 years or in Bitcoin itself?
Right. For investors, what they've historically been looking at are the crypto assets and the crypto asset class. But what I'm hoping happens with a successful Coinbase listing is that they look beyond the crypto asset class and to the infrastructure companies that are being built now that are creating trillions of dollars worth in value, that are going to be valued at astronomical figures, and are frankly eroding the market share of legacy financial institutions today.
You've heard the skeptical argument, and it's really around not just Coinbase, but the whole crypto Bitcoin surge lately, Soona, and that is we are awash in liquidity and stimulus, and that's boosting all assets, including stocks. And in another environment, this would all feel very differently. How do you respond to that?
Well, Bitcoin itself was created for this exact reason. You're looking at 0% interest fees. I mean, the entire thesis of crypto is well positioned to be used and leveraged in an ecosystem like this. And I truly don't think it's going to get any better. And so we're going to see more crypto companies that are building to help on-ramp the next 100 million users into crypto and be exposed to this new financial paradigm.
Do you think more mainstream Wall Street firms will get in on what Coinbase does? And is that a threat, or does it prove the kind of business model?
Well, there's a huge opportunity. I mean, if you look at Coinbase's offerings, retail, if you are an investor that's just heard about Bitcoin and you'd like to make a purchase, there's the retail offering. There's Coinbase Pro, if you're a more sophisticated trader. And now more recently, if you're an institution or corporate looking to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet, you can now use Coinbase's custodial and institutional offerings. And truthfully, I think the pie is so big. We're only really in the early innings of what the crypto industry will be. We've seen at our firm, we've seen the startups building around this as well. I do think that there's competition, and it's only going to grow more fierce over time.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.